Joining us now, Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Senator, welcome back. It's nice to speak with you. I was looking at the budget for the Department of Education and the money that goes to the states. In 2024 fiscal year, it was somewhere around $270 billion. How does a state like yours make up the difference, 14% going to public schools, if that department is to go away?
Well, good morning. Listen, this debate is insane. In 2019, the total federal government spending was $4.4 trillion. This year, we will spend $7.3 trillion. We will misspend trillions of dollars in that $7.3 trillion. There's no justification for going from $4.4 to $7.3 trillion. That's a 63% increase when our population has grown by 2.6%. I've laid out a number of pre-pandemic baseline options. Clinton 1998, Obama 2014, or even 2019, if you grow the spending, the total outlays by the growth in population and inflation, leaving Social Security and Medicare completely untouched, at most, you'd be spending 6.5. You could literally spend as little as 5.5 if you use Clinton's baseline. So again, what is missing in all of this is the abysmal job that the federal government does in administering any of these programs. Our public education has abysmal results, far better to be controlled at the state and local level than having any federal government involvement whatsoever. The federal government, when it got involved, when it took over student loans to pay for Obamacare, it enticed our children to collectively incur $1.7 trillion in student loan debt. It's not being paid back. Those loans are in default. It certainly plussed up the budgets of our colleges and universities so they can concentrate on DEI programs. So, again, I'm not a fan of the federal government. It does a horrible job. It wastes money, which is why so many Americans appreciate what Elon Musk is doing in terms of his DOGE efforts to uncover and expose grotesque levels of waste, fraud, and abuse across all departments. So, again, we've got to get realistic. We need to be talking about real numbers. Nobody's going to touch Social Security or Medicare. You can not even touch Medicaid, which, by the way, the reason Medicaid is in trouble is because it's Obamacare. We're providing health care to working age, healthy adults who can work, who don't work because we allow them to be dependent on the government. And states get 90 cents on the dollar. They could care less about the eligibility of the people, which is why I have so many improper payments to Medicaid. The federal government is a mess. It is wasting taxpayer dollars. It's wasting the trillions of dollars that we borrow that's mortgaging our future. So, again, this debate is completely slanted. You said CBO is nonpartisan. BS. CBO is completely partisan. It's all about spending more money and taxing more Americans.
Well, you're right. We're talking about some big numbers, but we're talking about people's jobs as well. The president has directed the department heads and the cabinet members to find the people who are doing good work and find the people who are doing bad in regards to DOGE. He says use a scalpel to Elon Musk rather than a hatchet. You've held a series of town halls. How are you reconciling the job of DOGE, the work of Elon Musk and these cabinet members to look for areas to make the government more efficient? And how are you easing some of their concerns on how that will impact them here at home?
All you have to do is lay out example after example after example of, again, grotesque examples of waste, fraud, and abuse, absurd spending by the federal government. And again, Elon Musk, he's finding $4 billion a day of waste, fraud, and abuse. He claims that through September, he'll uncover about $1 trillion, which comports very nicely with what I'm talking about in terms of pre-pandemic baseline. Yeah, I don't think we spent too little in 2019. Grow that by population inflation, it's 6.5. That's $800 billion less than we're spending right now. I don't think we spent too less under Bill Clinton in 1998. Grow that by population inflation, that's 5.5. Almost $2 trillion less than we're spending today. Again, you cannot justify government spending unless you demagogue it, unless it's all the rhetoric, it's all the scaremongering, and we've scaremongered our way into mortgaging our children's future. That has to end.
And when it comes to our children's future, I mean, I think that we can all agree, and I said this to the secretary, that our kids deserve the best that we can offer them. It seems as though there's been a change of course, at least in the timeline for the president's directive on closing the department. What do you think prompted that, and do you support a more prudent approach to taking that scalpel to the department?
Again, I don't think the federal government should have any role in educating our children. They do a terrible job of almost everything else they administer, so let's not let them screw up our kids as well. Education is primarily a local and state issue. What the federal government has stopped doing is sucking in all the revenue, leaving more revenue for the states to administer these government programs themselves. That is the vision of our founding fathers. Government close to the governed, where it's more efficient, more effective, more accountable. Federal government's basically totally unaccountable, and that's what Elon Musk and his DOGE effort are exposing.
Senator Johnson, thanks for your time, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.